Hey buddies, I'm coming to you live, not quite, from the beginning of Wii U week. We have just kicked it off last night with the unboxing of our Wii U. Before that, it was the pre-U special along with Nintendo Land. All of our videos are up, including Nintendo Land, that we actually played through as well last night, in a very rough playlist below, but the official playlists are also going up as Ben is able to work on them. We're kind of like going gangbusters on this week, so bear with us, and we're trying to get the videos up as fast as we can. Today we're going to be playing Zombie U, and then later on this week Scribblenauts and maybe New Super Mario Bros. We also have to get some non-Nintendo titles like Hitman, Absolution, and PlayStation All-Stars comes out this week. I wanted to take this video to quickly give some first impressions on the Wii U. I've spent some time with it now, and if you've seen the Wii U is awesome, especially you know about my whole Frankenstein setup now. This is how I record the Wii U on the show live. HDMI cable going straight out of a GoPro on sort of a reticulating arm taped / grafted to the back. We actually just discovered that there's a tripod thread underneath here that we might actually be able to do it in a less Frankenstein-y way, but this is working for now. I don't love the video quality that it gets, but this is the best. Like, this is, you know, it's what we got right now, and I'm kind of proud of it, but it'll work for now until somebody figures out how to get the video signal off of the out of the air that goes to the gamepad. But anyways, first impressions of the Wii U. It's good. I like the Wii U. It's nice to see an HD console from Nintendo. Quality is very nice on the screen. Not so much on this screen. This is you guys know me, I'm a big Apple fan. I have a lot of Apple products. I love my Retina displays. Like, if you guys don't know what Retina means, it means that pixels are imperceivable to the human eye from a normal viewing distance. So if you're holding it, if you usually hold it this far from your face, like if that's where the product's supposed to be held, if you can't see a pixel, that means it's a Retina display, and I can, holding it this far from my face. Even holding it this far from my face, I've got pretty good vision, but better than most people. I think that I have like better than 20/20 or something, so that might be a part of it, but it's blurry-ish, and small text is evidently blurry. But I am a snob about it. Probably a lot of people won't really be bothered. So about this though, the gamepad, very quickly I have to say, and this is such a weird first impressions video, people are going to be like, what is he holding? Even though I explained it, you know how people are. This is a weird way though to review a product with something attached. Yeah, let me comment on the weight of it, which I cannot give you an accurate representation. This setup is actually lighter than it looks. And despite this, the entire thing altogether, even with this attached, is very light. It's extremely light, almost to the point of, I think some people are complaining that it seems or feels cheap. That's a trade-off that you have. Like, it's funny that heavy convinces people that something is more expensive or better. Like, people are convinced about that with iPhones. Like my own iPhone, I feel it. I feel like I've bought something substantial because it's heavy, but in fact, I feel like that's just inflated by the glass backing and stuff. I'm glad that it's light. It's nice on my wrists. I was glad to have a little bit of added weight to it so that it wouldn't be top heavy with the camera, but it's very light. And I don't think that it feels particularly cheap either. Like, you bend it. I was thinking that when you bend like this, it would be creaky and stuff. It's not. It does have some give in it though. When you do this, I'm just kind of flexing. It does have some give in the plastic, which is funny. Services, I'm going to reserve judgment on the services because it is launch weekend. And again, going back to my de facto standard, when I compare things, Apple has always had some really bad experiences launching services. Lots of other companies have, so I'm going to, you know, it sucks when it's not right out the gate working perfectly, but like sometimes, like the friends list hangs, Miiverse hangs. Nintendo Land said that it couldn't connect to Miiverse, or that when Miiverse is available, you'll be able to see people in here. It was available. We had friends added, but they weren't showing up. Stuff like that. I'm sure they'll work out the kinks. So here's the big, like, let me get a huge gripe out of the way right away. And this is a warning about the Nintendo, what's it called? The Nintendo ID, the new Nintendo ID. The ID that connects, that holds all of the games you've purchased, your friends, your game saves, all these things. I just found out last night as we took our second Wii U into the house, where I wanted to, like, you know, the second Wii U's, I'm going to use it for Netflix and like browsing the web, and I'm going to try to get a feel for what it's like to actually use one in the home instead of just in the studio. I never get a good impression of what the average consumer gets in the studios, so I like to use it in the house too. Tried to get it up, log in with my, you know, my Nintendo ID, says this is attached to another console. You can't use it on this Wii U. And then Becky looked it up and she's like, yeah, so apparently the Nintendo ID is attached. For the time being, at least, Nintendo said nothing like that they're going to change this, but for now it's attached to the Wii U console. If that Wii U console gets stolen, you've lost your Nintendo ID, including all games attached to it. You can't like just log it out and log on to another system. You lose everything, including your Wii points balance. The other thing is, you can't transfer that. You can't like go on to that Wii U and say, I have a new Wii U now. I upgraded from the standard edition to the 32 gigabyte edition, or you know, I have to take this one back because the fan is really loud, so I'm going to take my ID off of there along with the $50 in games I bought. You can't. If you delete that Nintendo ID, it is gone forever. You can't transfer it anywhere. It's just such a glaring oversight by Nintendo that they did this. It's just mind-boggling that they think this is okay. And I really hope they fix this soon, because, like, I mean, the PlayStation, I've been using it forever, and I'm not sure if they were like this on launch, but right now they sure as heck aren't. I use my ID out here in the studio, and then I bring it inside, and Becky can play some of the games on the show that she thought were interesting inside as well. I think they at first had a maximum of 4 consoles that you could attach to or something. Now it's only 2, or maybe it's 2 devices now. They've made it more restrictive than they used to, but it's still better than just one console. And you can disassociate a console and re-register a new one and get rid of all that. Well, I just hit my other impressions. Besides that, let's get the annoyances out of the way. Range on this, if you thought that you were going to boot up your Wii U and walk around the house with it and play games in different rooms. No, you're not. I walked, I think, maybe 25 feet away from my Wii U. I walked actually less than that. It was probably about 15 feet, just down some stairs and around a corner, and it cuts out. It just says, can't see the Wii U. It's the reception. I don't know what it's using. I think it's using Wi-Fi, which is crazy because I have a Wi-Fi router further away in the house that I use all the way in my bedroom, which is past a bathroom with pipes and stuff. Like, it reaches and gets good reception, the Wi-Fi down there. So it's sad because I was kind of hoping that in bed maybe some nights I'd be able to like play a game right before bed, like play a Nintendo game. Like, how cool would that be? For the first time I'd be playing a console game in bed. And I can actually say from experience that the Vita, the Vita can stream some games from the PS3. There's not too many compatible with that yet, but it does it way better. Like, well, hell, I think it's supposed to be able to do it over the internet too, not just your home network. So I don't know if their reception will improve. I doubt it. I think this is probably something hardwired, like hardware-wise, that it's... I wonder what standard it uses, like H2.11b, or it would have to be B to be that bad. B for bad. That's more like, all right, let's move on. The other things that I've been using is Netflix on it. Netflix is great on it. That's a great thing on it. A big win for Nintendo on Netflix. I think that it's actually higher quality. If you press the minus button while you're watching Netflix, you can see the quality stream, how it's coming in from Netflix. On the PS3, when you do that, it goes as high as high/HD. On this, I don't know if I've ever seen it on the PlayStation get up to X-high/HD. It's getting like a higher codec setting. So, this isn't always to... I don't know if this is to be congratulated Nintendo, because I think Netflix designs the app. Also, the interface, actually being able to use it on here. I actually demoed it on one of the parts on the show during the intermission that we did. Look for part, I think, 7.5 on Wii U is awesome. But I'll show you real quick here, the interface. Boot times. Let's get that gripe out of the way. Boot times are quite slow on this. Like, going between apps and stuff. Even going back to the home menu is really slow sometimes. Like, This is probably one of the slower Netflix boot ups I've ever had for a system, including like, you know, PlayStation and the abysmal Netflix app on the Xbox 360, which is one of the worst quality apps that I've ever used for Netflix. So anyways, it just booted up. Get in there. I'll show this to you. Let's go into home movies. I love home movies. Sorry about the glare, but I just want to show you what it's like. See, this is right now the TV obviously is not on, but what I love about this, let's hold it like that. What I love about this is the when you scroll this, it'll show you a little thumbnail. And I know that I think the PlayStation has this too, but it's on screen, whereas this doesn't appear on the TV. Like, I can go through and select a spot on this, and this whole time I think it continues to play on the TV until you've selected your spot, and then you can press play, and then it starts on the TV wherever you selected. And the actual browsing experience on here is my favorite out of any other system that I've seen. It's fast, snappy, and I don't know, better than even the iPad. I mean, way better than the iPad. It's really good. I like it. It's probably the best Netflix app that I've seen on. Yeah, it is. It is. So if you're gonna use it as a Netflix box, big win. But again, big lose if you want to walk around the house with it and see it on your pad, because it has no range. What else about it? The friends service is pretty fun. I hate that it has a 100 friend limit. I'm going to hit that pretty quick. But besides the lag, I think that the iChat app, or the chatting app, is really neat and fun. It's cute with its music and stuff, and the waving goodbye and the drawing on people and stuff. That's cute. It's a nice little feature. The surprising thing that I'm actually enjoying, TV control. I didn't think I'd use it at all. Oh, I don't have it set up on this one. I have it set up in the house. Insanely easy to get going, and it actually is quite good. It actually controls my cable box faster and better than the cable remote. How does that work? We've always noticed that with the cable, on our cable box with our remote, there's like a lag between as it goes down the list. Like, it's like ding, ding, ding. It's really shitty. It's a shitty cable box, but for some reason with the Wii U, it's fast. Like, so it's the remote's fault. Like, I don't understand. And I like that it brings both the TV and my cable box into one remote. I was surprised that it's just a little feature. I thought it was a stupid tag-on feature, but if I'm going to be using Netflix with this, and the TV service isn't out yet, where you can actually see your guide as well and choose a station, or you can see all the shows that are available, Netflix, cable, plus over-the-air, you know, that if that thing is really awesome, I'm interested to see how it works. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Using the actual pad itself has become very much, I'd say, I'd credit, you know, once again, Apple for making pads and phones, touchscreens so prevalent in our society, because this is just natural now. It was such a quick transition to like doing this. It felt natural looking up to the TV, looking at the pad and stuff. Like, credit to Apple and Nintendo on that one, I say. I'm gonna get so many haters being like, Nintendo or Apple didn't invent it, they just stole the ideas. Well, they brought it to market, so I don't give a fuck. So Zombie U today, later on, watch it at maybe noon, maybe 3. Watch Facebook for an announcement. We gotta see, Becky's gotta throw together a costume, and Ben has to put those videos together still. So let's wait on that, and we'll see when we go live. We're gonna do as much as we can this week. I think I covered everything. I love you guys, and stay tuned. Lots more coming. It's going to be fun. This is our first console launch on the show, and it's an exciting time. See you there. I love you. Bye. I got to click this off. All right, see you.